Welcome back.
Welcome back, friends.
Today we have mics.
Yes. We're very excited because remember last time that I had mics and I put it on my nail?
It's just the rules. And I was like, ooh. And I was like, listen, comments, please.
You don't know?
There was like, yeah. Long story short, everywhere. I'll put the tags. But yeah, Linda like threw the mics like 4 or 5 times in one video. Just she can't hang on to them, so it might be an audio listener warning.
Yes, and I'm gonna try not to just like in the mic. We're so excited that we get to be back on here. Last week we did a little Goodwill little trip. If you guys like that, let us know and we can do more of that.
So, long story short, we were at this 21st birthday of a good friend of ours, and her brother and his friend are 16 and 17. And we were just talking and chit-chatting it up with them. And the one friend is just like, y'all are so old. Like, y'all are geriatrics. And Linda's like, and I knew, because I know her. You've been around her so long that you just know. And I was like, don't freaking ask what geriatrics is right now. I was
then
like,
he calls us idiots.
Yeah, he's like, y'all are dumb too. But then there was like an 18-year-old and he was like, oh, are y'all graduating this year? And I was like, yes. Yes, we are. We are seniors in high school. Like, hashtag senior Sunday.
There's Tristan. He works here at a salon. He's been on the podcast before.
Ready? We'll clip back to it.
This is Tristan. And he's like 37 or 38, but he might as well be 50. But we bully him. Me and Kaylee, like both of us, we both bully him for being so old.
I'm like, God, Tristan, you're like a grandpa. Get out of here. Like,
we're like, man, it smells like nursing home in here.
He takes it. He takes it. And he knows how to give it back.
And he gives it back. Yeah, so it's not just like one-sided me bullying him.
Us the other day was one-sided. We were getting verbally attacked in the middle of a house party. Basically a frat house. Like, that was
like a Mexican frat party.
Literally. I was like,
I loved it. It was so much fun. So if you're out there and your name is no, don't put that in. I was kidding. Don't put that in.
I'm leaving that in. But shout out that dude, because honestly, you made her giggle tonight. And you know who you are.
Yeah, and I bet you're watching the podcast. I bet you watch it and like you're like, make sure nobody's watching that I'm watching this podcast.
But Linda, what are we talking about today?
Kaylee told me a list, but I forgot. So Kaylee, go again. What are we talking about today?
So up first is our segment that we've kind of implemented that I love, which is Am I the
I was afraid. I was petrified. I don't know what I was going to say.
Okay, am I the for not wanting to help my sister's hospital bills be paid? I, 39 female, have a sister, 43 female, who's in financial disaster. She's never had steady jobs, she has a lot of debt, and has been financially supported by my aunt, 55 female. I don't say aunt, but that was just, I feel like it's the need of the story. Anyways, I'm an immigrant who just went through rough divorce with emotionally and financially abusive ex-husband. I started from zero as my ex took everything, and I just wanted my peace and freedom. During my lowest point, never once did I ask for help from back home. I had some friends help me until I got back on my feet, but yesterday my aunt texted me asking me to help my sister pay her hospital bills. I tried to get information about her condition, but instead my aunt told me I am selfish for not trying to have a good relationship with my sister. I have been emotionally distant with her since I found out she almost got sued for fraud and she tricked me into giving her money. She said the bank messed up her account, but actually they froze her account because of the fraud report. I was angry, and since then she has never asked me for money. I blocked my aunt. I was at work and couldn't deal with her berating me. I also supported my emotionally abusive father who disowned me a few times. I can't bring myself to abandon him or let him go hungry. I have a decent job and some savings I put towards buying a house in the future. I know my aunt's intentions is to help with hospital bills, but I don't want to take my money from savings. My aunt said every family has flaws, and I have to accept having a father and a sister who are both financially irresponsible. I was born Asian and in anonymity and in a religious Christian family. I know for my family I will be the for not helping. I'm torn between guilt and in keeping my boundaries. So am I the
So basically, she had helped her before, but it was because of
the sister lied to her and said that the bank froze her account. Yes, the bank froze her account because she was going through fraud.
It is rough because it's also like I look at that as more of like an addiction type thing. You know what I mean?
Money, yeah. And you can't feed into addiction. You have to let somebody bottom out to like get them through that.
Right. Because then it's like, oh, okay, I can do this and this will happen. Like I'll be able to get out of it.
I do
There's also
think
hospital
her
bills.
being emotionally unavailable to her sister after that is kind of like a little bit of an but not paying your sister's hospital bills isn't the move.
Also, like
You have to
just
let
don't
your
pay it.
like you have to let your sister like hit rock bottom before.
I think if it was like something to where, because hospital bills you can just go without not paying them. I think it's fine, right? You can go to jail for not paying them.
I don't know about that.
If let's say that she was going to go to the hospital and they wouldn't take care of her unless she paid up front,
That's completely different.
that's completely different.
Yeah, because if it's like she's dying, like her gallbladder's failing and she needs some money right now, like $5,000 up front, I would be like,
Right.
definitely, like you,
Yeah.
like if you're dying, obviously.
Because money is money. It's going to come and go no matter what.
Mm-hmm. But it just seems like the sister at this point is like,
she's really tired of it. I mean,
no, I'm talking about the sister that's like crazy, like the sister that's just using money. Like she's probably done this numerous times. Like obviously she thinks it's okay because she got away with the fraud from the bank. The next part is this or that. And some of these questions are really good, but they're all on my phone, which we're filming on. So, ow, you just yanked my hair. Be able to only speak in cuss words all day, or you'd have a limited number of breaths all day.
I'd rather talk in cuss words. Also, I don't think we would be able to communicate. It's only cuss words. I think I'd just have to like point. This or that. Bob, like French Bob.
French Bob?
Yeah.
You want a French dude going wee name Bob? Because Kaylee freaking don't.
This is a French Bob. Kaylee put a picture of a French Bob in here.
Oh, like Will from Stranger Things.
So a French Bob or hair that's like Rapunzel, where it's like just obnoxious.
Oh, I would love to have Rapunzel hair.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, I'd rather have a French Bob.
No,
bro, it's like
been there, done that. No. Oh, this or that. Live in a tiny house, or live with your parents for the rest of your life.
I'll live with my parents for the rest of my life.
That's wild. That is a wild answer.
I'm sorry, I don't want to live in a closet. You're talking about having sex with my husband in the same house as my parents?
Yeah, bro. This is a forever ordeal. You're putting down the deposit today with a husband.
Bro, my parents are always on freaking vacation, man. Those
You're right.
truckers don't live here.
You're right. My bad.
Be like, we have to put a calendar on. We only have sex when my parents are not in town.
That's terrible.
That is horrible.
That's terrible.
But I don't want to live in a closet.
I want to live in a tiny home right now. I would live in a tiny home for the rest of my life.
Tell them out here on the pod. What is it again?
Vine or TikTok?
TikTok. I never had Vine.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is everybody has TikTok. Like, everybody thinks TikTok is like, oh my God, you're not on TikTok? Oh my God. But Vine, it was like, oh, you don't have Vine? Oh, okay. But like now when I tell people like I don't go on TikTok every night for 4 hours like scrolling through, they're like,
let's get to the root. Long story short, the reason why I give Kaylee crap is because she doesn't scroll 4 hours on TikTok. She scrolls 4 hours on Facebook video, which is like way freaking worse. What? Those videos that Kaylee's watching, I already watched them a month ago. Yeah, let's put this little girl to shame. Oh, this is some geriatric. Did I say that word right? Did I say it right?
You know what I thought you were gonna say?
What?
Let's go!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that one's really good too. I love that one. That was so funny.
My
Whatever,
favorite TikTok trend right now is the one that me and Kylie just did. The we do it better.
Funny.
Listen, I know how to swim, and Linda came on here, and now everyone's like, haha, Kaylee doesn't know how to swim. I know how to swim. Point done. Bye.
Okay, but also I asked her the other day if she would jump into like a 12 feet pool, and she said no.
Not for fun. I would rather go sit in the lazy river.
Yeah, but that kind of just proves a point. That
So
she
you would
can't
jump
swim.
in a 12-foot pool and not go swim in the lazy river? Oh.
That's not. It's not. It wasn't an instead of. In this segment, we're gonna talk about Lady
Boner gone. And we're going to talk about something very controversial that Linda and me kind of, other than my swimming ability, this is something that we have went back and forth on a lot, and that is boys that game.
Long story short, is I want a man who has his crap together. I want a man.
But just because they play games doesn't mean they have their crap together. If anything,
That's-
in my head, more, if he's playing games and he has a job, I would think he has his crap together more than anybody.
The bar is low. I'm not just saying any job. I'm talking about having his crap together. I'm talking like he has it together. He's a perfect man. My perfect
You're
man.
not gonna find that. I'm sorry.
Yes, I am. God has a man for me. I didn't grow up with that, and I admire my brothers. I admire my dad. I admire them so much. And they didn't have time for games. They didn't. They were working, and then they were being present with the woman that they wanted to be with. That's what I want. I don't want. Here's my fear that I'm gonna get married with some guy that likes to game, and that we're gonna have children together, and I'm gonna be chasing after these children, and one by the hip and one other by a leash, and I'm gonna be like, hey babe, will you help me like get the kids ready or whatever? And he's like, yeah. Let me finish this. What do they call them? What's the game? Let me finish this lap. I don't know. Let me finish this. What? Let me finish this game. Whatever.
Let me finish this round.
Let me finish this round real quick. And like, I don't want that at all.
But here's where I challenged her. I said, what if they make money like YouTube from gaming?
We're not going to be compatible if that's what your dream is to be playing video games for a living. I don't find that attractive. Now, if I'm with a guy and he like plays his video games like an hour a day, like 4 times a week, I don't care. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. Okay.
I'm keeping that in.
No, keep that out. People are gonna think I'm crazy. Take it out. Okay. Cut that out. Don't say that.
How many times she said, cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
And long story short, if you play video games, no hate at all. No hate at all. I don't care that people play video games.
Sir, my lady boner gone.
Yeah.
When you say you're gonna call me and you don't.
Ooh.
Oh, he used to sing to me.
You gonna leave that in?
Yeah. They don't know who I'm talking about. If he's watching this. Oh. You guys don't know which one. Here's the thing is, if he's watching this podcast, he has enough time to call. Basically, my lady boner gone is, if you say you're going to do something, do it.
I don't like guys who have long hair.
I love it.
Okay. Face tats. Ooh. Is that a lady boner gone for you?
No. The unenthusiasm just kills me.
I just don't. I don't think I could do with somebody who has a face tat. Okay.
Long story short, we didn't understand. Like, we've never been to a strip club. Like,
Although it's on our bucket list, and if you guys want to come with us, let us know.
Yeah.
Don't look,
is it because you're a lesbian?
guys.
She's almost done with it. She was like, "I'm not filming tonight." It's because of my
Called
nose.
me a lesbian because I had my nose pierced. That and because I was hanging out with Macy, which I know Macy wants me. Cut that out.
More like you want Macy. See, she's always like, "Macy, I want you." Like,
No,
she's
I never say that. Okay, yeah, I do.
I was like, we were at Goodwill just shopping around, and I was like, "Oh, do you see that yellow shirt?" She goes, I don't want to wear yellow because I don't want it to yell at me." And then she grabs a yellow sweater. She goes, "Ah, look at how cute this is." And I said, "Oh, it's gonna yell at you." Like,
Lady Boner gone. We've been doing that all day today. No, you don't even know what's up, guys. If you guys grew up watching Kian and JC, leave a heart down below.
You guys are the real one.
I love y'all. When I watched YouTube, I was obsessed with the Dolan twins. I was in middle school being like,
It's
Tuesday.
Bro, every Tuesday we run up to each other. It's Tuesday.
Got the club going up on a Tuesday. We're gonna do that. But me and Kaylee would be like in the locker room, being like, yeah, the locker where it was a room, bro. In middle school, that was a room.
It was not. Locker room sounds like changing room. We were in the lockers, like we were at our like book bags type beat. Like we were not in the changing room together, running up to each other, going, "It's Tuesday." We used to run 2 miles a day because our trainer was hot.
Guys, I hope that these videos bring you joy as much as it brings us like making these videos. And it is so much fun to like make these videos and then go back like 2 or 3 weeks later and watching them, how like even funny we were back then. Gosh, it's even if literally nobody watched these videos, me and Gailey would still make them because they're just so much fun to make. But thank you guys so much for following. Thank you guys for following along on this journey of making content and making people feel good. And if this made you smile, if this made you have a better day, or if it made you have a worse day,
I think that's like my goal. Like, do what those people did for me as a kid. Like now, like
yeah,
put a smile on somebody's face. Like, yeah, literally. And my go-to saying is 3 most important words of the day somebody can hear. I love you, because you don't know what anybody's going through.
yeah. So if you're at work and you have a 30-minute lunch break and you decided to watch us in your lunch break, that is like more than we could have even dreamed of because it's just so cool. It's awesome. Okay, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys stay blessed. And remember that Jesus is King and that we love you guys. And have a wonderful night. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
It was way more fun to make.